In the previous video, we learned about what an anchor tag was. We also learned about what the href attribute did, which is it led us to whatever site was listed here. And we also learned about how to change the text that the link shows up as on our website. So one thing I want to quickly go over before we move on from anchor tags is what happens if we change the href URL here to something different while we are working on W3 schools. So to prove that example, let's go ahead and change this from W3 schools to something else like Google instead. So if I hit run, right, and I click on this, you would expect it to lead us to google.com, right? However, you'll quickly see that this page actually goes blank because there's an error. Now, this actually is only happening because this right here on the right side isn't actually a real website. Remember, W3 Schools set us up with a playground, kind of a dummy website, for example, in order for us to learn about HTML. On real websites, this would have worked as expected. It would have led us to google.com. But because this is a dummy website, W3 Schools didn't want us to just start linking to other websites because it's not safe for their playground website to just randomly link to any sort of website. The way we can get around this, though, in this case, so that we can learn more about anchor tags, is that we can open that link in a new tab instead. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So what we can do instead of just clicking this link is instead we can right click, and on the Chromebook we right click by using two fingers on the finger pad to click down. And instead of just clicking down like we previously did, we're going to go ahead and open this link in a new tab. And that's going to open it to whatever was set in the href attribute here. So right now it's set to this W3 Schools URL, so that's why it opened up this W3 Schools website. But if I change this, like I previously did, to something else like Google, and again, if I right-click by using two fingers on the finger pad and then opening the link in the new tab, this time it does lead me to google.com, like this. We'll try one more really quickly. For example, if I change this to Facebook, and let's go ahead and actually change the text of our link as well, just to keep us very clear here. This is now the Facebook link. And one more time, we're going to go ahead and right-click and then open this link in new tab. And voila, we have Facebook from this link instead. So yeah, just as a recap, this is only happening because this on the right side isn't actually a real website. It's just a W3 school playground. So they're not going to let us just open any sort of outside link inside of their playground website. So in order to get around that, we have to double click with our fingers. So again, two fingers on the mouse pad, open up this menu, and instead open this link in a new tab. Great. Go ahead and give this a couple of tries just to get really familiar with anchor tags. But after that, we're going to go ahead and move on to image tags.